school, and there are some choices out there, believe it or not. And we're joined right now by Ron Packard. He's the CEO and founder of Accel Schools. And Accel Schools are schools that are all over the world. How did they come to Cleveland?
They are. So Ohio has been a great environment for school choice. So we have a lot of different kinds of charter schools, both online and brick and mortar schools. And so Ohio, for the last 20 years, has been a very good environment for school choice. So we like Ohio. It's our largest presence.
So I imagine your kid's going to go to school. You want to know a lot about it. How does somebody learn all the things they need to know about Accel Schools?
So they can go to the website Accel Schools, and here we'll talk about the Jefferson Classical Academy, which is a brand new school we're excited about, where we're bringing classical education to an online school. So that way every student and family in Ohio can access it for tuition free. So it's a brand new public school option. We're very excited about it.
I heard the term classical in there, classic school. What does that mean, and how is that different from some of the others?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. Classical schooling is starting to get very popular. I always describe it to people in the simple way. It's the way John Adams would have educated John Quincy Adams, which worked out pretty good for him.
Yeah, it sure did.
Precedent, but you think about it's a return to a lot of the great literature, where philosophy. So that you'll learn about Socrates and Plato, and also virtue, right? And which I think is becoming more important in today's world with AI and everything that's coming on, right? What you really want is a student who is not only grilled in virtue, but also deep reasoning, critical thinking, communication. So those skills are going to be even more needed, because coding and a lot of things are going to be taken away by technology to be able to do that. But with people, employers, what you really think are going to need to succeed are communication skills and reasoning skills.
So how did the students interface, and how do you have contact with them? How do you know how their ability to grow and what they're learning?
And that's one of the things where technology really helps in an online school. So teachers will teach many of the subjects in a Socratic way, right, where they're trying to bring knowledge out of the student, the way Socrates would have done at the Parthenon.
Socratic, I like that.
Yes, it's a fantastic thing, right? And it really trains students to reason and communicate. And so with technology, when you go to school, a lot of the content, you'll read the books offline and things, but the sessions online will be highly interactive in a Socratic way, so they're communicating, and the teachers have that small group sessions where they can interact with students in very small groups. So it really does create that interaction and testing that students' knowledge.
Okay, so a student's been attending school, public schools, whatever kind of schools, for some time now, and they're getting into 9th grade, 10th grade. How do they grow faster or grow in a different way with your school?
Yeah, I always would say they grow in a different way, right? So you would not be able to access in most places in the state a classical education, but with online we can offer it everywhere. And these are public schools, right? They're considered community schools in Ohio, so they're funded by the state, and the curriculum that's in there, we have to complete the state standards as part of that. But they'll get a lot more. They'll be exposed to Greek or Latin. They can choose a language like that. The literature will be much richer that they read, a lot more philosophy and logic. But essentially it is a public school, and anyone can access it.
Is there a differentiation from being homeschooled to being in this school?
It's very different. So when you're homeschooled, you have almost infinite freedom. You can teach whatever you want. When you go into a school like this, we have to cover the state standards for Ohio, and those students have to take those tests. But in return for that, it's tuition free. So students get a computer, they get access to the internet, they get lots of teachers, they get everything at no cost, because it's funded by the state, because these are public schools.
Oh, so this is funding that's out there that people always wonder, like, where did the dollars go? You've had an ability to take control of those dollars and pass it on to the students.
Exactly right, because we're operating a public school. Really not that much different than your school down the street. It's just that it's a school that can be accessed anywhere, because this one's online. But it is a public school, and you get a diploma, credits, Ohio State diploma, and what the state asks is that you take.
This is really wild.
It's always an amazing thing, right? And it allows so much educational richness and choices, right? Because one size doesn't fit all. We have schools, for example, a very high performing school in Columbus, which is the Columbus Bilingual School, which gets great test scores, and it's bilingual for Spanish and English. Yeah. We have sports academies where we build the athletics into the school day. We have schools that specialize in STEM. So that you really, it creates a lot of choices. Yeah. And I believe, choice and competition makes everybody better.
So Accel Schools, 200 schools around the world.
Yes.
Great success, funded with dollars that you don't have to show.
No, it's free to families, as it should be.
It's hard to believe.
In fact, we're dramatically more efficient in that we get a lot less of the total dollar. So we're educating children on probably about 60% of what a traditional public schools, but our results are as good or better, and we offer more variety. So it's an amazing thing, and it's a great option for Ohio families where these schools are either near them, the brick and mortar, or they want that online classical experience.
Sounds like you got the right name for it too. Accel Schools.
Accel Schools.
Thank you very much.
It's a real pleasure. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.